And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
And tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to this first fully sprung Spring Sports Final edition. Lots to get to on the diamond tonight, but we start with the quest for state volleyball titles at the junior high school level. It's a good news, bad news affair. The good news, after a wonderful year in basketball, Kinderhook Western is still continuing on to the state semifinals tomorrow. It took 3 sets to get it done, but Kinderhook Western beats Royal Prairie View Ogden tonight and will advance into tomorrow's 11 a.m. contest against LaSalle Trinity Catholic. Win that, and Kinderhook Western will be playing for a state championship. Unfortunately, the same is not true for the Unity 2A junior high schoolers. They ran into a buzzsaw and dropped a tough third set tonight, 25-9, to a very good Bloomington Corpus Christi squad. Unity season has come to an end, but a fine one for that fine volleyball program as well. Opening night for Quincy Notre Dame baseball, probably not what Rich Pollock was looking for in this one, taking on a very good Sherrard squad. Evan Kenning gets to the bump, gets the start, and he had some good stuff working right here, freezing the batter from Sherrard for the strikeout early right there. A few innings later, it's Kenning again, painting the corner as he gets the batter to go down looking in this one. Not a lot of offense from Q&D. Sherrard taking advantage as Garrett Woodward is going to score on the sac fly here to give his squad a run. A little bit later, it's Holland Anderson doing the deed for Sherrard as well. He's going to step to the plate after that sac fly, deliver a pure RBI single to make it 4-0 Sherrard at that point. Nolan Robb trying to jumpstart the offense with a high fly ball in the infield. It drops. Unfortunately, the bat's super cold in this one for the Raiders as they lose the opener by the final count in this one of 10-0. Let's take you to Rushville tonight. Home opener for both home opener for Rushville Industry, season opener for West Hancock. Auspicious start for Rushville Industry pitcher right here, Wyatt Fowler, who opens the game with the strikeout. Still on the top of the first, though, Grayson Concrete, who gets as much money out of every swing as he humanly can, bombs a double that on most days would have left the yard out there to put runners at second and third. Two aboard then for Jacob Martins in the top of the first, and the flare out to right field somehow finds some open ground. 2-run score, and the Titans have the early good 2-0 lead in this one. Speaking of Mr. Martins, good defense behind the plate from him as well. Check out the play he makes on the pop-up, and yeah, full extension to get that done. Good defense the other way as well in this one, as it would be West Hancock trying to get something going in the top of the third. How about the Rockets turning the 2-3-5 double play? Kyle Smith would keep Rushville Industries bats at bay until the third inning. Good strikeout for him there. Bottom of the third, though, here come the Rockets. It starts with Wyatt Fowler again with a little single to get things started. Then, how about a little Carter Freitag's going to step the plate, the RBI single for the freshman. He's pretty darn good at a lot of different sports. They've got a lot of good freshmen in Rushville Industry, both baseball and softball-wise, swinging powerful bats this season. How about Bennett Freitag doing his thing, an RBI single to follow suit and tie this game up at this point at 2 apiece. And then later, it's Rylan Reynolds stepping to the plate and giving Rushville Industry its first lead. Again, all of this in the bottom of the third at 3-2 as Rylan gets a nice piece of hitting here to get in. However, any further threat is going to be stopped, and again, it's Jacob Martins behind the plate doing his thing with an absolute cannon shot down to second to get the attempted runner and to end the frame. More from Grayson Concrete in this one. Another big swing to come, but first a little defense from Rushville Industry right here. Jacob Lazelle out in right field. Man, what a grab for him. Sensational 7-worthy stuff for that young man. Here comes Mr. Concrete, another bomb. This one probably might have scored a run, but a great play from the outfield guns the runner at the plate, and we are still at that point 3-2 in favor of Rushville Industry, but a sac fly here would score a run and tie this thing up at 3 apiece. Bottom of the fifth, still tied in this one. How about the big freshman for the first time in his career, Carter? You saw him with the RBI single earlier. He goes yard, 3-run bomb, touches off An uprise of 9 straight runs fill Rushville Industries. The Rockets get the win on opening day for them. Final count in this one sees them victorious 12-3. How about Macomb tonight playing out on the turf at future champions, taking on Plainfield East. Macomb picked up their first win of the season earlier this afternoon. This is their second game. First hitter in the bottom of the first. Drew Watson strokes the single right here out to left field. Then it's Nick Elby's turn. He's going to hit a little duck snort right there that will score. Yes, Mr. Watson, Nick Elby getting the job done, making it 1-0 at this point. Then some poor fielding off a great piece of hitting right here by Langdon Lambert. Straight up the box. Goes to center. The center fielder lets it roll 5-hole on him all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to score as Mr. Lambert's going to come all the way around on this one off the single and the 3-base error. Macomb led 3-0, but unfortunately, Plainfield East scared up 8 runs and got the job done tonight, beating Macomb, who falls to 1-2 on the season, 8-3. On the scoreboard, I mentioned Macomb. Their first win comes against Midland, 10-5. Earlier in the day, it was West Central getting the win over Liberty, 5-4. Unity loses a heartbreaker in extra innings, actually extra innings, I should say, in 11, 2-1 over at future champions. Route Catholic playing on the road today beats Springfield Kickapoo, 6-1 your final on that one. Illini West now 4-0 in the season as they bust up Bushnell Prairie City, 6-0 there. Princeville falls to Unity 5-3. In Missouri, Marion County opens their season with a bomb from Joey Loggeman and a win 6-3 today. Also in the docket, Monroe City loses a heartbreaker in 8 to Silex. Canton gets a bomb today in a win over Schuyler County, 7-0 at home. Drew Gottman delivered that big shot. Gottman, not got him, however I spelled that tonight, sorry. And Hannibal, a hard luck loser at the Troy tournament to Zumwalt North. In softball today, Quincy High School falls at West Hancock 6-2, and Carrollton jumps all over Pittsfield 12-2, your final on that one. In tennis, Quincy High School's boys open the season with a big win over Triad, 9-3, your final there. The Blue Devils will play in the Triad tournament coming up tomorrow. We've got basketball tonight. Why not? We'll get you through the withdrawals on this Friday with your 44th annual in this one. Country Financial All-Star Classic at the Bowl. A lot of familiar names and faces in this one, and it starts with this guy, the All-Stater Zach Evans, playing for the South, the West Central superstar and state champion, gets the 3 to go at the other end. Griggsville Perry's Wyatt Lipkaman going to answer for the North. King of the North with a 3 of his own. Jacksonville's Isaiah Martinez-Walls, good player for the South squad, cans a 3 at the other end. A lot of Beardstown fun in this one. Elijah Thomas right here from Beardstown, taking one off the offensive rebound and finding an open shot. Going to can that for himself. He's going to get some assistance a little bit later in this one from Pittsfield's Javen Petty, going strong to the cup, I should say, to spot the North, a 16-10 lead at that point. South going to answer back. The hero of the state tournament, Mason Berry for Winchester West Central, on the take, up and good for him. Eliza Thomas and his Beardstown teammate Isaac Brockschmidt had other ideas in this first half. First of all, Mr. Thomas doing his thing yet again in this one. Off the feed right there, good stuff, and Mr. Thomas is going to bank one home. Then it's Isaac Brockschmidt time. He's going to do some work in this one of his own volition and accord. He's hard to check and especially hard to contest when he's wide open above the arc right there. More from Isaac. He's going to get the steal right here, and Mr. Brockschmidt is going to turn that into a transition bucket at the other end. But a little more West Central. We'll leave you with Chance Little doing his thing on the inside from Winchester West Central for the South squad. Didn't get a final score in this one. Certainly a huge crowd out to watch things. We've got another all-star game for Central Illinois sports coming up on Sunday that Zach will have plenty of highlights for you coming up here. By the way, passing along a score, our friend, the pride of Central Lee, Maya Mershman, trying to defend her national championship at Clark University, off to a good start with a big-time performance. She led her team in scoring with 23 points and 9 rebounds in the win over College of the Ozarks today. Good stuff from her. By the way, they're playing in the Duerr quadrant. No relation. Don't know what that means or why it's there. Also, Quincy University opening up its baseball series. Game number 1 today against Maryville falls by the final count in that one of 5-3. Loaded overtime coming your way tomorrow, including the reveal, the final act of KHQA Basketball Awards Week. We will reveal our Boys Player of the Year on Overtime.